My name is Joseph Echols. I am a double Laker. I'm the executive director over secondary education initiatives at the Technical College System of Georgia, which is just a fancy title to say I have the pleasure of overseeing dual enrollment, dual achievement, career plus high schools, college and career academies, and the Georgia Best program. My connection here at Clayton State, I am class of '06, where my undergrad, class of 2011 with my master's degree. I'm a proud member of the Tau Epsilon chapter of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated. When I was a student here, I was extremely involved. I won't go through all the clubs and organizations, the name changes. I've seen it evolve a lot. I've also worked here for 11 years as a recruiter in the admissions office. I don't want to say I don't want to sound cliche, so I'm just trying to be clean about this next statement, but I feel like Clayton State finished me as a product, and I just want to see other people have that same experience and then catapult from what happens outside of here. I'm happy that I ended up here because Clayton wasn't my first location. It wasn't even my first choice. I found it on Google by accident. I transferred from a different school, but this was the best, for lack of a better phrase, accident that could have happened to me and my family.
And when you look at these photos from your time as Alumni Board President, what memories stand out most, and what has this journey meant to you both personally and professionally?
Oh man, do I look at all of them? I will say this first one is a doozy. One, because I have hair. But this is when I was a recruiter here. Wow, at the Capitol. So for those who don't know, and you probably can't see these on your camera, but our director at the time, Betty Momiesi, started doing the lock mascots. And we had baby locks, mini locks, and large locks. And this was a huge phenomenon going everywhere. As you can see, this is actually at the Capitol, which is pretty wild. Again, I have hair. Wow. This was a church event representing Tau Epsilon. Oh, this one is great. So actually during my presidency here, it was a lot of pride happening with having scholarships, that people were actually getting their own scholarships. And we had a huge expansion of that over the time. And this is when I officially signed my own scholarship that I give away every single year here at Clayton State, just to give back. I know how sometimes it's just a little bit of money that's required to help somebody get to that finish line. So this is great. This is when we, there's Tati. All right. We actually volunteered at the food bank, and that was a great time. I actually would love to do that again. We had a great showing for that particular event. Just giving back, seeing so many other Lakers present. Look at young Michael. This is funny. This is when I started to go bald. All right, so I think this is around the time, right before I became president of the Alumni Board of Advisors. And just, this is cool. This just reinforces, my goal is to always be an active alum, to always give back to Laker Nation. This was this year at homecoming when we did our award ceremony. This was actually this year for graduation with our young lady who sung the alma mater. She was one of our beautiful vocalists. Yeah, I'm keeping these. This really just, for me, this actually hits everywhere, personally, professionally. It kind of screams what I believe a Laker is, and just somebody who's involved, someone who's always giving back, always trying to make others smile. AD here, involved with legislation that has been a new task of mine, actually, that I thought I would never get into. These are sweet. This is cool. It's been an honor being able to just kind of be a connection point for what I do professionally, to also help Laker Nation. So I work in education. I still do photography, photo booths, things to that nature. And anytime I have an opportunity to speak up on Clayton State, I do. And even to the point where I've gone to some events at my current job, and we have a lot of students who are dual enrollment or even finishing their associate's degree. And I have students who are saying that their number one choice is Clayton State. And I light up and I pull them to the side, and I'm just like, whatever you need, I'm here. I'll help you walk you through that process just to get them in the door, because I know once they get in the door, this is a life-changing location.
taking on this role of Alumni Board President impact your connection to Clayton State?
It's actually, I didn't think I could be more proud to be a Laker, but it's allowed me to make new connections, even with the Laker family that I don't want to say I didn't have access to. I just wasn't involved to that realm, right? So like, I've always been student focused and student based, but now it becomes faculty and staff based, which now becomes external. So it's legislative based. It's also our board of trustees. I'm looking forward with even our new leadership coming, expanding the board of trustees involvement with alums and the alumni board of advisors, just because those individuals are gems. They're doing very well professionally, personally. They have great advice, and really just being able to connect those dots for other people to expedite the process. So there's something I used to always tell my son, where there's a difference between being smart and being wise. And I try to make sure Lakers are wise. And that main difference is being smart means you're doing it all on your own and you're working it out. You're just working really hard. Being wise means you're learning from others. And with this process, like, I've learned a lot from our board of trustees, from our previous past presidents of board of advisors. Is iron has sharpened iron. And I'm excited to, even though I won't be in this seat, being able to continue to do the same thing. And again, just help expedite the growth of what's happening here at Laker Nation.
Throughout your term as a volunteer, board member, and president, you've witnessed Clayton State continue to grow and impact student lives. What has it meant to you to be a part of a university that is nationally recognized for creating opportunities and advancing social mobility for its students?
It means everything. No one wants to go to school just to go to school. No one wants to have debt just to have debt. The end game is to have a career. The end game is to be able to fend for yourself, provide for your family. And I believe when you're involved here at Laker Nation, people used to call it small, we're not anymore, medium size. It just opens up a lot of doors. And a lot of people used to sleep on Clayton. When I'm out in the professional world now, I hear a lot of people, once they hear Clayton State University, like, they were like, if nothing else, you're going to get an interview. And that's the reputation we want. That's the reputation we want to keep. And that's the reputation, frankly, we just need to continue to expand on. Great things are happening here. We may not have the large numbers like a UGA, but our quality, based upon the numbers of what we're putting out and things of that nature, is magical. So you don't really know what it's like to be part of the Laker family until you're a part of the Laker family. And one thing I even push for anyone who may hear this is, when you become part of the Laker family, get involved. Like, get involved, whether you're an alum, whether you're a student who's coming in, whether you're just in the community, get involved with this, because there's magic happening here and it's only going to grow faster. So you might as well be a part of it.
When you think about the students and alumni you've met over the years, is there a particular story or experience that reminds you of the impact that Clayton State education can have?
There are so many stories, and wow, like, there are a ton of stories, but I will say, to not single out one, they all have a very similar subject line, and this was a family. The stories that hit even closer are when our faculty and staff are involved with those students. You're going to form families with the student body as a whole. You're going to find your group, right? But when I hear how faculty and staff is still going over and beyond, because that's what happened for me. Like, I knew my instructors by their first name. They got involved. They came to club and organization events. Like, I saw them. So when I see that still being done in practice here, that's what keeps me excited. That's what makes me want to give more money, frankly, just to ensure that students have the support to stay involved in those communities, stay involved in that just aura. Because if your faculty and staff aren't on board, it's just difficult to be successful. So again, like, when I hear those stories and when I hear the commencement speakers, like, I love how students give a commencement speech as well as your commencement speaker, and just hearing how students always talk about an instructor, or quite a few, they talk about staff members, they talk about their classmates. Like, that's the college experience. That's what goes beyond the education, and that's what creates those relationships that, again, makes you give back later. So if any faculty and staff are looking at this, like, you're making a difference. And if you're not involved, this is my task to you, my challenge, to get involved.
As president of the Alumni Association Board, what accomplishment are you most proud of during your tenure?
We've had a lot of leadership shifts in my presidency, and I'm proud of keeping the boat afloat. I'm proud of watching the giving of alums continue to grow, even when economic times have been hard. The amount each alum are beginning to give is becoming really competitive, and I'm loving to see that continue to grow. Seeing the amount of alums who actually started having their own scholarships it has been a prideful moment as well. So yeah, we've done a lot of growth, and it's not saying we weren't growing before, but like the last 6 months, frankly, since Jordan has come on board and given us some additional foundation, Michael's done a great job as well. We're in a prime position now that we have stability. We're in a position now that this is going to catapult us to the next level. And we actually have goals and aspirations of what's going to be done, what's going to happen, and really marketing around that. And for those who are paying attention, if you have not seen the marketing increase in the last 6 months, that just means that you're not plugged in or we don't have your contact information. We are going the right way. I'm excited about what's next, and frankly, just excited to see what Laker Nation continues to do.
Why is alumni engagement important to the future of Clayton State?
Because alums are the voice of Clayton State. If we don't speak out, if we're not, as I say, obnoxiously loud about being a Laker, who knows about us? Who cares? We have a lot of Lakers that are doing amazing things out there, and if their employers don't know that they're Clayton State, like what good is that? We have a gentleman who is over a lot of things at Hartsfield Jackson. Like, I can name a lot. Like, your alumni board of advisors is impeccable, and I want to give them a shout out as well, because like, I'm the face, I'm not the action. Like, there's a massive team behind this position that makes this successful. And then there's also the alumni. Like, you have your alumni board, and then you have your alums, and there's a ton of alums who are also super involved that make this thing tick and make this thing go. So I want to make sure it doesn't get stuck that like I'm the face of everything. I'm not. I get to talk about it and I get to advocate for it, but there's a massive team behind me that's pushing this thing forward, and there will continue to be one that's pushing our next president forward.
If you could share one message with future alumni leaders and volunteers, what would it be?
Get involved, stay involved, remain positive. Everything's not going to be great all the time, but how we respond to that is what dictates and how we're viewed from the outside. Keep Laker business. Again, support where you can, whether it's financially, whether it's time. Get involved with students, mentor. Whatever you felt like you had that made you successful at Clayton State, bring that back. Whatever you felt like you needed at Clayton State that you did not have, come be that gap filler. Get involved, again, stay involved, and just be proud to be a Laker. Hello, my name is Joseph Echols, and I'm the outgoing president of the Alumni Board of Advisors.